And I asked this in our briefing, and I'll ask it again on the dais. How did you feel when George Floyd was murdered? Where were you? Like, how did that feel to you?
Mr. Chair, I've been a resident of this city for 33 years. I felt horrible. I've also been very dedicated to the work at 38th and Chicago and what's going to happen there in terms of a memorial, multiple memorials, the work with community, economic development. I felt terrible. I cried. I know you cried. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I could have refused to answer that question right now, but I will tell you it deeply, deeply hurt. That's why I'm here doing this work. I want us to do better. That's why I'm dedicated to the police reform work. That's why I think every single person who can vote in this city should have easy access to the ballot. That's empowerment. I understand we have undocumented brothers and sisters. I will continue to fight with you to have them be documented and able to vote. I've done that throughout my career. I think your residents are asking, how long is long enough for us to come out with a plan? I think, I will say, I do report to the mayor. I think he feels that way. Let's take this out there. If community, and it's a broad community, gives us feedback, we can incorporate and adjust for feedback. We can't if we just stand still.
Council Member Vetaw.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. I just wanted to first say thank you so much to the staff for doing this work. My first term on the council, this was a big deal. Had lots of conversations about this, was expecting this to come forward at some point, being on the council. So I really do appreciate the work that staff has put into this. And I don't know, I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. The irony of elected officials not supporting an election site is kind of weird to me. I don't know about others, but I mean, I thought this would be like a celebratory moment. And then also, I just wanted to say thank you to COO Anderson Kelliher for your graceful, passionate, and thoughtful response to the question you were asked about the murder of George Floyd. I think it was extremely insensitive for you to be asked that question in this public setting because no one knows how you were going to react or what your experience has been with that very traumatic killing of a person. So thank you so much for your answer because you're right, you didn't need to. You shouldn't have been asked it in this setting, but you answered it and you did a great job at answering it. So thank you so much. Your answers to this to that question definitely put in perspective for me why we're in this place of having a voter center in front of us. What you made clear is we're tasked with moving forward, not staying stuck. Our job is to bring every single one of us who were elected are tasked with being leaders and moving this city forward. And that's what this does. I've heard people say time and time again, I'm sick of looking at that site. It's terrible to look at. Not just because of what happened there, but because of what it does for this community, how it looks, the aesthetics, the conversations I have to have with my children when we walk by it. And so I'm happy to see that our staff is trying to move us forward and show the people of Minneapolis that we do want to do better. And we do want to provide, our job is to provide a service. You all didn't just make this up. You didn't just wake up and say, let's have voter services there. What you did was said, this is what the city needs to offer the people of Minneapolis with their tax-paying dollars, et cetera. This is one of the services that we can have in this site, so let's do it. Let's get rid of this eyesore in community. What I hope happens is there is substantial community engagement, and if the community engagement doesn't give some of my colleagues the outcome they want, that we still move forward with the work before us. Thank you.